Automatic fire sprinkler riser room. This is for a wet system only. Some of these could have a wet system and a dry system, or two wet systems in one riser room. In that case, you would have two of your main valves. They would look identical. It would just be located above in your second step. Other than ensuring our heat is working in our riser rooms during wintertime, there's not really too much that we do in here other than checking for leaks. However, if we have an emergency and we have a unit flooding with a fire sprinkler and we've ensured that there is no fire and we are trying to turn this off, dire emergency flooding should be the only time we mess with this. But if we need to mess with this, opening this up, you could get confused. You have so many different shutoffs, and only one of them will actually shut this water off. You'll go to your main valve, usually indicated with a silver or red gate valve. You'll have a yellow indicator. Not all are yellow, but almost all of them are yellow. You'll see it's pointed to open at this time, and you can see that shut is over to the left. You won't turn this, but turning this handle to the closed right position will slowly move this indicator. You will keep turning that handle until it gets all the way to shut. When it gets to shut, you'll locate your pipe that is going to outside and you'll follow it up to a single ball valve. Locating this ball valve, you will open it up, and that will release the residual pressure out of the system and it will flood to the outside. Once you have opened this ball valve and you are draining to the outside, you can look at your pressure meter located above, and you can see that that pressure will slowly stop and drop to zero. This will allow the water to quit pouring out of the sprinkler in the unit that is flooding. Once our gauge is at zero and our flooding is stopped, we need to immediately reach out to our local fire department and our contractor that services the system. We don't want to turn the system back on ourselves. We have to make sure that it holds pressure, that it fills properly. The sprinkler head that is bad needs to be replaced. Your contractor, your vendor can handle all that. And we want to let the fire department know that there's not an active fire and that it was a flood and that it is no longer flooding. For the sprinkler heads, you should have a wall-mounted box or a track system, and you will have extra sprinkler heads and a tool for that sprinkler head located inside. Again, we've immediately reached out to our contractor. They can handle the replacement of all that. We can go ahead and begin our water extraction process.